to overtime. Dwayne Wade right at the body of Anderson Varejao. Welcome to your Kodak moment, Anderson Varejao.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer!
So let's talk about the Thunder a little bit, because aside from the Dennis Schroeder trade, they also traded Chris Paul to the Phoenix Suns in return for Kelly Oubre, Ricky Rubio, Jalen LeCue, or Jalen Leck, I still don't know how to say his name, Ty Jerome, and a 2022 lottery-protected first-round pick. So I'll talk about the Suns after we talk about the Thunder, but Chris Paul, great year for the Thunder. They got back Kelly Oubre, who they can either trade away again. He's on an expiring deal, I think for $15 million. They have Ricky Rubio, who I'm sure some team would want. I mean, he had a great year for the Suns last year, even though he's probably a little overpaid. The Pacers apparently had a lot of interest in him before, but since then they've gotten Malcolm Brogdon. So I wonder who would want him right now. Which team really needs a good point guard that can't shoot as well but can play defense, can pass the ball? I mean, damn, the Clippers could really use him, but again, I don't think the Thunder and the Clippers are going to be making any real trades anytime soon. This is a bit of a stretch, but the Warriors could have interest in Kelly Oubre and Ricky Rubio, considering they, really badly need another guy who can actually pass the ball alongside Steph and Draymond and Clay. And Kelly Oubre, they've said to have tons of interest in, and is a great fit there as another 3-and-D wing with shot creation ability. I actually like Kelly Oubre better than Andrew Wiggins, mostly because I had to watch Andrew Wiggins for 82 games the year before last and something like 40 or 50 last year. So I'm not one to enjoy watching Andrew Wiggins. But look, the Thunder can keep just rearranging assets, sending certain players out, like bringing other players in. And that's just what they're going to be doing. I think the only untouchable is Shea. You can talk about what they're going to get for Steven Adams. I just don't think anyone has any interest in Steven Adams. He's getting paid $27 million this year, and he's average to below average. Like, he's not a good defender. I'm pretty sure everyone can remember Jamal Murray cooking him on possession after possession in the regular season like 2 years ago. He's slow-footed. He sets good screens, but outside of that, like, what does he offer? Now, if you want a certain team to bring him in for just to be exactly that, to be an average big, and they just have the money to work with it, that would make sense to me. The issue is that the teams that have money probably won't have interest in Steven Adams. The only stretch I could see is the Kings, who reportedly had interest before this year. But man, I'm a big Rashawn Holmes fan. I don't think it makes sense to pay $27 million a year for Steven Adams. Like, wait until free agency. Look, $27 million a year is a lot of money. That's like a top 20 highest paid player, probably. Like, I know there's a lot of players on max contracts, but that's pretty high up there. That's a lot of money. So, I mean, look, I'm not a big Nikola Vucevic fan. Nikola Vucevic is getting paid $7 million less than Steven Adams this year, and he is the better player. And money matters. Money really matters, especially this year when everyone's going to be so strapped on cash. So, what are the Thunder doing moving forward? They're going to keep rearranging these draft picks, the 19 or 18 or however many draft picks they have over the next 7 years. They're going to keep rearranging them, keep reshuffling players for other assets. I think Kelly Oubre and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander are going to be really fun to watch together. Shai, Lou Dort, and Kelly Oubre should create one of the better defensive trios, at least at guard and wing. The question is how they're going to build around them. And I am so intrigued to see that. Apparently the Thunder desperately want Aleksej Pokusevski, or Poku, the Serbian big who is literally a stick, but has incredible skill as a ball handler, as a passer, as a shooter. The skinny version of Porzingis, like the even skinnier version of Porzingis. And apparently, that fits what the Thunder want as a rebuilding team. Let's talk about the Suns and their trade for Chris Paul, and then we'll move on to some draft stuff.